Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where we provide world-class education, inspiration, and hope. And in 2024, we are helping our entrepreneurs around the world sell their vision. I'm Dr. Jacalyn-Kerbeck, and our show is the MALLORCA Connection. And we're going to be talking with the star of our show, Mr. Roland-Friedl, about procrastination and a way out. Roland is helping people all over the world. He does another show with me before this one. It's Your Healthy Lifestyle or the Planet Earth show, depending. It's every other week. And when he's not here, he is hosting his own podcast in German, helping people come forward and share their story. He is a entrepreneur. He's an author. He's a coach. He's just a really great guy. Let's bring him out. Hello, Roland. Nice to see you.
Hello, jacalyn. Great to see you again. And hello to our audience, wherever you're joining us. Thanks for joining.
Hello, hello. So we just talked about taking care of ourselves before we get sick. And now we're going to go into when we're not actually proactive, but we're procrastinating, which can cause issues as well. What's your definition of procrastination and how has it impacted your life?
Good question. Well, procrastination for me means I don't do what I have to do today. So I because I don't like to do it, or whatever it is. So I push it to tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or next week or next month until I hope it's done by itself, or it's even forgotten, not important anymore. So it's pushing away what I have to do today is for me is procrastination. And actually, it's my own story. I was always procrastinating, to be honest. I mean, I had the luck that I was a very intelligent little boy in school. So it was always an input-output ratio optimizer. I did always my schoolwork on the last minute. I'm preparing for exams on the last day. I could handle this. And I continued procrastinating in my business career, and I found out, oh, that's not cool. That's not good anymore. Maybe I have to change something because this is the real world. That's the real task. So I started to working about it and finding a way out, and I'm very happy about that. There are some stuff I still don't like to do, but I found a way to not to procrastinate as long as I used to do. But I have my own story. Yes, I had my own story on this, absolutely. And it was a huge obstacle in my career. So I got some help. I found a person who helped me out of it, and I'm very happy about it, because procrastinating is not a good concept, a good strategy if you want to be successful in life. Absolutely.
You know, it's interesting. I like to follow some people who are considered to be very successful entrepreneurs. And one was recently stating that you should pick 3 things that you don't want to do and do them when you get up. Get it out of the way, whatever it is. And if you're not able to do it all in one day, come up with a plan, but you have to address some component of it in the morning. And I think that that's a good point, because when we don't want to do something, we keep thinking about it all day. I have to do this, I have to do that, instead of I get to do this. But if it's something we really don't want to do, what do you think, Roland, about making a decision that you're going to do it within a short time after you wake up and have yourself together?
Well, actually, I do the same right now. So in my calendar, I write every task I have to do down. It's a kind of to-do list, but it's in my calendar, in my diary, and it with a certain time when I do it. And I started to do the same. The things I don't like to do, I do first. And if there's something very important to do, my clients call them client meetings, then I get up earlier and do it before. So I get rid of, as you said, it's because when you're starting procrastinating, it's still in your head. It's still in, your attention is still there. And I found out that when I'm occupied without thinking about it, I should do, I don't like do it, I don't have full energy and full focus on other important stuff. Absolutely. So I do the same. I do it. The first thing after getting up in the morning and walking my dog is because she has to get out. Otherwise, I have a disaster in my motorhome. I do the things first, what I really don't like to do, and then it's done. And then it's, as you said, it's out of my head, and then I can focus on being creative, being with customers or whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's really important. And I know you work with men all over the world in your men's group. And does procrastination come up at all, especially when it's from a partner saying, you promised you do this, you said you were going to do that, and you keep putting it off? Does that ever come up?
I always had this running gag with my second wife when we had this, when we have been living in Mallorca, because in Spain, construction is not the same quality that I used to have in Austria. So there's always something to fix, and I always told her, I'm going to do it, honey. You don't have to remind me every 6 months. Yeah, I'm going to do it one day. No, but just kidding. No, the point is, yeah, absolutely, but you know what's the hardest way is, I mean, from a rational point of view, from a cognitive point of view, everybody understands that procrastination is not good, but something still holds you back while you're still doing this. And I think it's more important to find out what holds you back while you're still in, or before you understand you shouldn't do it. And I can show in a few minutes a process that helped me to get out of it very quickly to get out, because I always understood it's not good. I know it from my school time, it's not good, but I still kept doing. And as I said before, when I started in my corporate career, then starting my own business, it was not very healthy procrastinating. But I know that I should not do it, but I didn't know how to get out of it. And I found a concept that's quite easy to do it, and I use it for different stuffs too. And because we have to find out why we're doing this, what holds us back, what's the issue with the issue, and finding this out, and then you go for it. And then one of the strategy we have been talking about it already is do the things you don't like to do first in the morning, getting up, doing these things like we talked before about preventive. If you don't like to go to the gym or working out, go early in the morning, then it's done, because after your job, you're exhausted, you want to sit on the sofa. That's procrastination too. So do it in the morning when you get up, do it first, and then it's done, and then it's out of your head, and then you can focus on whatever you want to focus.
Yeah, I love that. That makes a lot of sense. And the other thing is, I'd really like to touch base on this, because this is kind of one of those hamster in a wheel kind of things. I've heard people say, well, I'm putting it off because I'm really tired right now. And I'm wondering, when it comes to being tired, we talked on the last show, if you're out there, you're busting it, you're working out, you're pushing yourself to limit, you're tired. Yeah, sometimes you're mentally exhausted from stress or from creativity. How do you know if you're being tired is you giving an excuse as procrastination, or if you've really earned that right to go ahead and take a little snooze, for example?
Well, I mean, it can be an excuse, but to be honest, I know that a lot of people feel tired, and it's no wonder because of their lifestyle. I mean, when you eat processed food, when you eat all this crap, of course, your body's suffering, and you're tired because your body needs an amazing effort to get rid of all this toxic stuff you're putting in there every day. And if you don't work out, if you don't go out in nature, breathe fresh air, if you don't get a good rest, I mean, it's the root and cause effect. When you don't eat healthy, when you don't work out, of course you didn't sleep well in the night, and then this negative content loop. It's a spiral that goes down and down. You feel more tired in the morning. You feel less okay to work out, and then you're frustrated. When you're frustrated, you eat crap. You go for chocolate or I don't know, salty stuff, whatever it is. it's this rule of course, yeah, most people are really exhausted and tired, but it's no wonder. But you have to get out of this. You have to get out of this treadmill. And sometimes it's hard, yeah, but there's no other way out. There's no other way out. Nobody can help you if you don't help yourself.
Very true. Now, what if you are, in general, you're a real go-getter and you happen to be in a relationship with someone who's always putting it off, and then you feel, because you're such a go-getter, that you need to pick up the slack for the other person. So let's say you've divided up the chores in the home, for example, and the one person's just not doing theirs, and you like to have a nice, clean home. So you decide, well, I'll pick up the trash, I'll empty the dishwasher, I'll do all these things. And then this level of resentment comes because the person's procrastinating, but at the same time, they know you and they know that you're going to pick up for them.
Yeah, I mean, the point is, it's always the two of us, when you get an invite, it's up to you if you take the invitation or not, and feel like a victim. But sorry, I know exactly what you mean. Well, actually, I was in a very toxic relationship. I mean, it's not that she was lazy about bringing the garbage out or clean the dishing, but she was but she couldn't make a business or any job or something like that. And I always tried to push her. I always tried to support her, but at the long term, and that's why the relationship also broke. It didn't work out. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. It's not working. You can support somebody, you can coach somebody, but if this person is not taking any responsibility and moving the ass, it's not working. You kind of push and push and push. I mean, you can bring somebody said you can ride. I guess it was somebody, an indigenous from North America. You cannot ride a deaf horse. When a horse is deaf, get off. It's not working anymore. So especially in this relationship, it's very difficult. And now I experienced the total opposite. My girlfriend, she hates procrastination. She's boom, boom, boom. She's working hard. She shows up 6:30 in her dad's company, and even it's her dad's company, but I guess she's the toughest member of the team in her company. She's the youngest one, but she's working 10, 12, 14 hours. She's going there on the weekends. She was working almost the whole Christmas holidays because she's responsible for the digitalization of the controlling and accountability. Oh my gosh. I mean, of course, she's young. She's half age of mine, but whoo! She hates procrastinating, and I love that. And I always said, I love this. It's just a young person and really tough and going and goal setting. Man, she loves to party. She loves to go to techno parties. She loves snowboarding, stuff like that. Yeah, but she always said, business first. Business first. If I didn't finish, no. And sometimes I tell her, because she actually today she told me, I was thinking about Friday with friends going skiing on a very famous fancy skiing area in Austria. I said, I don't know, because I have to do this. And I said, hey, honey, go, enjoy, go. I mean, work is still there on Monday, but go, because she's really pushing herself very, very hard. And I love this, because, procrastinating is not a good habit, not at all, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're a procrastinator, in a while, I will show you a strategy how you can find out to get out of there. Get out of it as soon as possible, because it doesn't make you happy. Because you're always worrying about I should do, and and you always feel guilty. You always feel guilty. I don't know about you, Dr. Glenn, but you procrastinate, you feel guilty, and feeling guilty is not a good feeling. Absolutely, it's not a good feeling. Feeling guilty.
Very true. I love what you shared about saying to your girlfriend, hey, work will be there on Monday. Go ahead and go. So here's a question I have for you. You and I you're younger than I am. But anyway, when we get to a certain age, at least here in the States, you're typically retiring so you can go fish or play cards or go play golf or whatever the heck it is that you want to do. And yet I have no interest in retiring. I don't think you have an interest in retiring. What we're doing has morphed and changed. But some people procrastinate enjoying their life, thinking that one day they're going to retire and they'll do all those things that they didn't do while they were on their journey because they saved up to do it when they're older.
Well, to be honest, I never understood this concept. I never ever understood this concept. In general, people always say, when I am this, when I'm this, then I do. Then I do. And it never comes. But you say when people are retiring, and actually, the point is, it's part of our society, working hard, working as out of them. When you retire, you can enjoy life. But to be honest, when I look around, actually in my family or friends' family, when I look around, most people who retire, well, this generation is a little bit different than my parents' generation, to be honest. We are more proactive. We're traveling more. We go. My parents never been to the gym. My mom went to the gym when she was retiring because I signed her up and she really enjoyed it. But yeah, my parents' generation, they never went to a gym. They didn't had that much holidays and vacations. So it's a little bit different. But most, when I look at my dad or my uncles, they worked like crazy, building up companies or starting their businesses or being successful in their business. And then they retire, and then they fall in the deep hole. And most of them really already had health issues, a bypass, heart problems, or whatever. And to be honest, they didn't really enjoy their retirement, because they always had health issues. Once in a week, they went to the doctor or they had a surgery, stuff like that. So actually, what we've been talking about the show before about prevention is staying healthy and fit so you can enjoy your life, even when you get, especially when you're getting older. It's more important. But also, enjoying life during your work life. It's called a work-life balance. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I also work, but I try to have as much fun as possible, as much vacation as possible. So I work hard, but I don't work many hours, because when I work, I'm very, very focused. I mean, I'm sitting here in my motorhome, so I don't socialize. I don't go for a cigarette break. Like when you work in an office, I don't go for a chat with a colleague. I don't want to go for a coffee break with somebody to have a chat or something like that. So when I work very, very focused. And so I need less time and I have more free time. That's my concept. I love to work, of course. I love to have success, but I also love to travel and enjoy life. And that's my concept is working very focused, without any breaks, without any distractions, not picking up a phone, not going for coffee, whatever, no socializing. The same like me when I go to the gym, no socializing. I go there. When I go to the gym, I work out, and I go again. But that's my strategy, my concept, and that works for me perfectly. Because I found out that when I'm not successful, the reason why I'm not successful, when I'm not successful in life, and I've not been successful in life, sorry. The reason for that, it was always my responsibility, because it was easy to be distracted by whatever it is. And for me, I found out, okay, I want to be as less distracted as possible to focus on my task, whatever it is.
Yeah, so many great points that you brought up. It brings to mind something that I was thinking the other day. I was driving somewhere, I think to go teach something, and I felt like this pressure, I've got to get there, do this, do that. And then I said to myself, wait a minute, you created this environment that you have. You created this platform. Now you created the ability to teach and all these other things. This is a joy. This is a gift. It's not like when you were in corporate, you had all these deadlines. The deadlines that I have now are self-imposed. And I started to smile. It's like this huge weight was lifted off of me. But I think we have to remind ourselves also, I know that you love what you do. I love what I do. And we just have to realize that we've created a world where we don't have to work every moment. And when we are working, we're really enjoying it. And when we're not, we're grateful for the fact that we've built these lives where we don't have to work day and night.
Yeah, I mean, the point is, sometimes when it's a hard time, I always remember why I started. Why did I start? What was my initial motivation? And then come back to this. Always the same. And actually, I remember when I built up this network years ago with thousands of distributors I had years ago. And I always was asking my distributors, when I didn't perform, I said, okay, do you remember why you started? What was your goal? I don't know, buying a larger house, or getting an extra car for my wife, or having more vacation, or paying education for my kids, whatever it was. I said, okay, is it still important? Then I was like, do you remember what you told me when you started the business? What was your motivation? Why did you start it? Why did you start? And then my second question was, is it still on? Is it still a goal of you? Do you really want to achieve this? And I said, yes. And then the third question, did you find any other opportunity to reach this goal? Mostly said no. I said, okay, let's go. How can I support you? So I guess it's also important that we know exactly why we're doing something. What is our why? What's the why behind? And I guess I said in one of my talking heads shows, it's the why must be much larger than the obstacle in the way, and that your why is building up this amazing platform. My why is this. The why is so important, and most people don't know why they are doing something. They know exactly what they don't want, but they don't know what they want. And it's finding a why. It's finding your own motivation is so important. And this is the driver, nothing else. That's the why. And I remember last no, not the weekend before, 2 weeks before, I was producing some podcasts on Sunday, and I had a conversation on the camping side. I said, sorry, I have to leave. I said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to work. I do some podcasts. I said, you have to work on Sunday. I said, no, I don't have to. I want to, because I love it. I just fucking love it, what I'm doing. It's not work. I love it.
Yeah, there it is. That's the difference. I love what I'm doing here. Someone said to me recently, why are you teaching all these athletic classes? Doesn't your body need a rest? Shouldn't you be taking 2 days off? Like all these should. And I said, I'm doing what I want because I love it, because I love coaching. I love teaching. I love broadcasting, and I'm just happy. Well, do you think you should? I said, listen, I'm getting good sleep. I eat well. I'm taking care of myself. That's not to say I don't have any soreness or any, kind of like, whoa, I really worked my ass off, so to speak. But it's all good. I love all of it. So the reason I bring it up is sometimes other people mean well or not, and then they say something, and then it triggers us to change our behavior when it really wasn't about us in the first place. It was about them.
Yeah, absolutely. My opinion, I give a shit a lot of people think. Absolutely, because no one is going to pay my bills. So I have to pay my bills and settle my bills. So I do what I think is good for myself without hurting anybody else. Okay, so that's what it's good for myself without hurting anybody else and embarrassing anybody else. Yeah, absolutely.
I want to just mention something because I think this is important, and I know you have a process you're going to be sharing, but something that you mentioned earlier caused me to think of that 4-letter word, fear. And it's procrastination is a reason why people will stay where they are, because they are terrified of what might be out there and just taking that first step. Whereas you and I are like, yeah, what else is out there? Let's give it a shot. But other people, they don't live their lives like that. They're literally terrified to leave their job or leave their spouse or try a different type of food or meet people from different cultures. That fear is overwhelming.
Yeah, most people are more scared about something new than from the old shit than from the old shit, and they get used to it. I mean, even what kind of shit is, I don't know, maybe you're in a relationship that is very toxic, or maybe your partner is beating you, but you get used to it. I mean, I always bring this story about many years ago when I was in an education. I'm working with a lady, a very good looking lady, very clever, very successful in business. And her husband was beating her all the time. She was wearing this large sunglasses. You could see her so nice. And I was coaching her. And one day I said, I sorry, you look good. You're clever. You're very smart. You run your own business. Why the fuck are you going to leave him? And you know what she said? With him, I already know how I can protect myself. So she had more fear from a new partner she doesn't know than from this brutal person, and it's many people get used to the shit they're living in, and they try to make it as comfortable as possible. And we know it from kids, when you study psychology from kids, it doesn't matter how bad your parents are, you still love them because you say, okay, I want their attention, and even when it's not a hug and a kiss, when they beat me, it's attention too. It's really, it sounds stupid, but it is like it is, and most people behave like this. They are so scared about something new that they stay in the old. Absolutely, most people do. Most people do. Yeah.
It's very true. I know someone who has passed on, they used to say this statement, the devil you know is better than one that you don't. And initially I was like, oh, okay, I get that. But then I thought, wow, you're labeling everyone out there as a potential devil. So you're not even giving anyone the opportunity. You're just saying that your life is sort of hellish and that if you were to leave it, that's all that's out there as well. But that's not true. That's your perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, but for most people, when you stay a long time in this environment, it's normal for you. You get used to it, and you find a way to survive. Actually, what the people are doing, they're not living; they're surviving day by day, and they find a way to survive. And after a while, they feel comfortable in this way of surviving because they get used to it. That's their environment. That's their daily experience, and that's normal for them, and that's cool for them because they know how. Even if it's brutal, even it's from an outside sense, they're messing up. What the fuck are you doing? But for them, it's normal. It is just fucking normal, and they feel. It sounds stupid, but they feel comfortable in the situation. That's it. Yeah. When you ask them, it's okay for them. It's okay. I said, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's okay. That's mostly here. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Yeah. And this sounds so weird from outside.
It is. It's just sort of like their lifestyle has become this blanket that they're enveloped in, and that's all that they know. And to take it off because they think it's keeping them warm, but it's really not. It's just keeping all the toxic energy inside of them. But I know you had mentioned that you can help people with a process or methodology or something that you can share about a way out. What is that?
Yeah, it's called the Franklin method. The Franklin. Method. It's quite easy. Well, I just try to explain it, but it's easy. I don't kind of bring it up on the screen right now. It's a methodology or a strategy that really helped me and many other people. It's not from myself. It's called the Franklin method, and I use it when I want to change from one habit to another, mostly from a bad habit to a good habit, or when I want to make a decision: should I go this way or should I go this way? So. I use it for changing habits, and I also use it for decision making sometimes. Okay, so what you need is just a piece of paper. I don't know if it's working. Yeah, you just need a. I can use it this way. Oh my gosh, I can't sign it. Okay, you use a piece of paper, and then you vertically you split it left and right side. Okay. The left side is the old habit, and the right side is the new habit. You just need a simple piece of paper, okay? Old one, new one. And then you divide it again, the old one and the new one. And the process is very, very simple. Can you see it? So what you start is with the old one, the plus. What's the benefit? The minus, then you go to the minus from the new one and then from the plus. Because most people go the other way around. They go from the minus, from the negative from the old one to the positive from the new one, and your brain cannot follow you. It's not working at all. So you start on the plus side, meaning whatever it is, maybe you're smoking, maybe you're eating too much, maybe you're in a toxic relationship, maybe you're in a badly poor paid job or whatever it is. Okay, you want to move, you want to change something, and first of all you have to understand why don't you move. Why, for example, why you're procrastinating, for example. You want to go for procrastinating, non-procrastinating, okay, whatever it is. Okay, old habit, the old way is the first. You have to understand what holds you back, because otherwise cognitive, rational, you understand I have to change, but you don't change. So something unconsciously, maybe consciously or unconsciously, holds you back, meaning that mostly unconsciously you see or you have a benefit of this bad behaving or this bad paid job or of this toxic relationship or of smoking or eating unhealthy or not working out, whatever it is. Okay, so what you have to do is first, and you don't continue, you only go on the right side. What's the positive outcome I get when I procrastinate? What is it? Really, what is it? Maybe I have more time for, I don't know, I go running, I do something where it's fun, Maybe I procrastinate because I'm afraid that when I do it, I've been procrastinating bringing out my book on the market. I was really afraid because I didn't know it's going to be a success or not. So write down everything that unconsciously or consciously you believe that you're benefiting from not getting out of this bad habit or bad relationship or bad job or whatever it is. Okay, that's the first thing. You have to understand that you have a benefit. And maybe it sounds totally ridiculous, doesn't, or a little wild, doesn't mean you have to really find out step by step and really take time because mostly it's unconsciously going on. What's the benefit about when you stay in this bad for you, not good situation? Write everything down and make clear and realize, oh shit, yeah, I have a benefit. I get attention, I get mercy, people take care about me, I get more love and hugs, or whatever it is. You remember when you get sick as a kid, and some people really love to get sick because what's the benefit? I don't have to go to school. I get more attention from my mommy. I get special food, maybe more cookies, whatever. You know what I mean? So, what holds you back in getting healthy is, well, being sick. I don't have to go to school. I get more cookies. I get more attention, more hugs from my mom, whatever. You know what the process is. Is this clear, Dr. Jacalyn?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. So that's the first bill is really writing down very honestly, and it takes time to realize what is the benefit you're getting out, and it really takes time. That's the toughest way. That's the toughest way, and then you understand. Oh shit. Okay, that's why I'm still sick. That's why I'm still smoking. That's why I'm still in this relationship, because there is a benefit. And I was not aware about it. Okay, so once you have this, then you go to the negative one. What's the negative impact for myself and maybe for others when I stay in the job, when I stay in this relationship, when I still smoke, when I still eat junk food, whatever? Okay, after the positive one, you go to the negative one. Okay, and then write down everything what it's negative. Okay. And when you've done this, then you move to the new one, maybe to the other choice, to the other direction, or the new habit, or whatever it is. And then you start with the negative one. What are you afraid of? Okay, what scares you? What do you think that could happen to you? Okay, then you write down all the negative from the new. Sorry, this way. All the negative from the new. Writing down, because this also holds you back from the new. Because you don't know it, you don't know if you succeed, you don't know the new partner, you don't know if you get a new job, you don't know if you love the job, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, write down what you believe is bad or threatens you or scares you in the new habit, in the new job, in the new relationship, in the new lifestyle, whatever it is. And once you've done this, then you move forward to the benefits. And then you write down all the benefits. So what your brain is doing, it goes from here, I feel good. Oh shit, I feel bad. Oh, I feel bad. I feel good. That's a methodology that your brain understands this. Okay, you have to start from positive bad to negative bad to negative good to positive good, because most people focus on the negative bad and on the positive good, but the brain cannot do this disjunction. It's not working at all. It's not working. There's a lot of science behind this. Any questions, Dr. Jacalyn?
Yes. So let's do another example, because I think it's very interesting. I've not heard this in this approach before. So let's take one that seems obvious. Let's take that someone is a heavy smoker. They smoke cigarettes, and they are contemplating giving up the cigarettes. So the positives about smoking would be,
it looks cool. It looks cool. I have control about my hands because it looks cool. I get down my nervosity. I can control my weight, for example. Whatever it is. Or my friends are smoking, or whatever it is. Writing down all the positive of smoking.
I get to take breaks from work and go outside.
Yeah, of course, yeah. When you work, when you're in a corporate world, of course, you have more breaks than the other ones. Yeah, it's always a nice excuse when you're smoking. Really start. or maybe I can go to the toilet in the morning. Whatever it is.
Right.
Some stuff really sound weird maybe for an outstanding person, but it is like it is. Okay. So, but writing everything down, what you believe that is a benefit about smoking, and that's some people can really write a long list.
So let's say they have 10, 15 things on there. Then they go over to the benefits of giving up smoking.
No, then they go to the negative of smoking.
Oh, they go negatives. Okay,
What's
killing
the negative
you.
smoking? Okay. It smell. I'm coughing. It's expensive. My clothes smell bad.
Fingers are yellow.
My eyes and my fingers are yellow. My new girlfriend hates it.
Smoker's breath.
Whatever it is, all the negative one. Okay. And
Okay.
then you go for the negative non-smoking. I'm gaining weight. Maybe I get issues when I meet my friends, they're all smokers.
I'm jittery. My hands are shaking.
My hands are shaking. I don't know what to do with my hands. Maybe I can go to the toilet. I don't have this many breaks in my working space, stuff like that. And you write every negative down. What do you think? And then you go to the positive one. I don't cough. I can do sports. I can breathe better. My girlfriend loves it. My clothes don't smell.
I'm saving money.
Saving money, whatever it is. Okay, that's the process. Positive, the positive of smoking, the negative of smoking, the negative of non-smoking, the positive of non-smoking.
That makes sense. Positive, negative, negative, positive.
Yeah, that's the way. Other way that the brain is not, it's not working.
Okay, so then you do this exercise, and then how do you move from just an exercise to putting it into motion?
Actually, that's what you're doing when you write it down. Because when you're writing down, you're getting aware of, first of all, of the benefits of the bad habit. It's a process just to become aware of what holds you back, and then you realize, oh fuck, really? Okay. Then once you had it, then you really listen to what you're writing down on the negative left. Okay, what's the negative out of it? And then you get it, because we understand that it's negative, but we cannot take it unless we're not aware about the positive sides. So during the process, you already start understanding it and said, oh shit, and then the motivation is coming. And if it's a tough one, what I highly suggest, there are many good coaches like myself out there, is work together on this list with the coach. Because my experience is, when you do it by yourself, it's a good start, but mostly you're not honest enough. And a coach can help you by asking questions, go deeper and deeper. Another benefit. Okay, this is a benefit. What's the benefit of the benefit? What benefit you're getting from this benefit? What benefit do you think you're getting out of it? So you go deeper, deeper, deeper. Like, this, when you have this onion, when you peel an onion, skin by skin by skin by skin, you go deeper, 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 deeper. So for this process, a coach is very supportive to asking the right question, to go deeper, 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 deeper.
Yeah, I love that. That makes a lot of sense, because many times when we're giving something up, and by the way, let's talk about the various myths about how long it takes to break a habit, because I've read all kinds of different things. But many times when we are in a weakened mode, maybe we're tired, we're going through some anxiety, some stress, we need whatever it was that we just decided we're going to move on from, because it's a crutch and we know it, and we know that how we feel when we have it there for us. So how do we get past that crutch aspect? Because it takes a certain amount of time for your mind, your body, to move forward with the change, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And as I always say, once you go through this process and it's clear you want to change it, then go step by step. Yeah, be patient, go step by step. And sometimes you make 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's okay too, as long as you go forward, because there can always be a step back. There can always happen something, especially when you stop smoking or whatever it is. There's always a fallback. Why not? If there's a fallback, say, okay, it happened. Yeah, don't feel ashamed. Don't feel guilty. It is what it is. Just go forward again. Next step forward. So don't stay there. Yeah, don't stay too much in it and blaming yourself or feeling guilty or whatever. Say, okay, it happened. Can happen. Yeah, why not? But next day, I go again. I go again. One step forward, one step forward. Maybe then there's another step back. Can happen. Yeah. We're all human beings. No matter, it's there. It's okay. I acknowledge it. It's okay. I let it go. I step forward. I step forward. And that's how we improve. And it takes time. But we have to be realistic that we always have, what do you call it, fallbacks? Always, always. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It can happen. We're human beings. Don't feel guilty. Happened. Who cares? I take another step forward and make another step forward. That's okay.
Yeah.
Most people, when they fall back, that they give up and say, I'm not good enough, and then they feel guilty again, and then in this negative. No, it can happen. It's just normal. And you have to be realistic, and it will happen, of course. So what you need is a strategy. When it happens that I don't want to go to the gym, or I want to cheat, I have a cheat day when I change my diet, or I have a cigarette, or whatever it is. When you have a fallback, you need in the process, be prepared to say, okay, when there's a fallback, what's my strategy? What's my strategy to not giving up? But it's going to happen. It's going to happen for sure.
And I think we talked about this a few times before, which is when you fall into that, enjoy it. Whatever it is you decide to do, instead of like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I said I wasn't going to do it. We just beat ourselves up. At least enjoy it while you're doing it.
Yeah. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. No, because this was a game changer for many, many years ago, and also for my clients, because as I said this again, and I repeat it because it's really important. We understand what's bad from the old one. We understand what's good in the new one, but our brain is not making this junction. And that's where we don't go. So we have to be aware what's the positive of the old one and what's the negative of the new one. And once we understand it and make it aware and write it down and see it, then it's obvious, and then we can find a strategy to overcome it. Because otherwise, when we are not aware, how can we design a strategy when we're not aware about what's going on to happen?
Yeah, I really like that. I'm taking that away from our show today. Positive, negative, negative, positive. So look at the current behavior, whatever it is. What are the positives of it? What are the negatives? Then look at the new behavior. What are the negatives? What are the positives?
Yes. Yeah, you start with the positive old one because you're still there. And you end up with the positive new one because that's where you are. You don't want to start with the negative one because it's discouraging, and you don't want to stop with the negative one of the new one. That's the reason for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm frozen a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, you are frozen, but that's okay. Roland, we are out of time. Our next show is coming up. You are our expert correspondent, and you're in Italy now. Is that right?
Yes, I'm in Italy, in Sicily, exactly,
Sicily.
on an island, on a huge island. Yeah, beautiful place, beautiful, amazing people, very friendly, warm weather, nice beaches, good food, just perfect.
Yeah, I would love in the future, if you have any English-speaking people there, maybe just go out in the real world and just start talking to people while we're on the air. That would be fun.
Yeah, but the Italians, they're very bad in English, and the Germans here, they're very bad in German too.
Oh. What about Italian?
The Italians here, they young people, but Sicily is a very poor island, more or less. It's just tourism and fruits and vegetables, and a little bit fishing, and a lot of mafia. They don't have industry, so young people are just going north. They're going away from Sicily. They go north of Italy, or they go to Germany, Austria, or Switzerland to work. There's no jobs for them here unless they don't join the mafia.
Wow, interesting. All right. Well, thanks for bringing that perspective. We appreciate it. What's the best way for people to get in touch with you, and who would you like to contact you?
Well, the best way to contact me is send me an email, and then we can come across or what kind of communication tool we prefer. So the best way is send me an email. My email address is office@roland-friedl.com. I'm going to spell it. It's ROLAND, Roland, FRIEDL, roland-friedl.com. Send me an email. Yeah, whoever want to contact me, whatever you want to share with me, if you need some support, help, or just share your story. At the end, it's all about connecting. It's about sharing and caring. And that's why we're here on USA Global TV and Radio. It's about sharing, caring, and connecting with people. Thanks.
Thank you, Roland. Thanks for being with us today. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening there.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you later. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching or listening. We really appreciate you being here. Please go over to our YouTube channel, which is USA Global TV and Radio, and just click subscribe. That's where you can find out about everything that we're doing here, all the events that we have, all the programs that we have. If you'd like to be a guest on any of our shows, you can go to our website, usaglobaltv.com, and you can book your session. We are offering a new program, which is our Amazon Live program. I'm an Amazon influencer, and if you would like me to interview you about your products or services that are available for sale over on Amazon, I would be happy to do that. And you can reach me by connecting with me here at Dr. Jacalyn at usaglobaltv.com. And again, the website usaglobaltv.com does have a contact us section. All right, we're going to close out hearing from our sponsors. And then our next show is coming up. It's The Listening Mentor with Caroline Hewer joining us. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. Bye for now. This program is brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence and founder, Mr. Philip Sykes. Building confidence, changing lives. Do you share our view that etiquette is a set of modern life skills that are essential for personal and professional success? Join us as an etiquette coach and change people's lives through the power of etiquette and manners.
The last few days have been really amazing. I had a trainer course from the British School of Etiquette.
And I must say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made and one of the best investments I've made in my own training and development.
Now, words alone will not describe the transformation and the positive path that I have traveled with the British School of Etiquette.
I found I learned a lot from the lessons this time I came.
The last few days with the British School of Etiquette have been fantastic.
And what I've learned now is really beyond my expectations.
This is the most rewarding experience and the best investment I have made this year.
It was just great. I learned so much, and when I go back to Belgium I will incorporate a lot of it into my day-to-day life and business.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the whole week that we were here.
I feel transformed, and I feel like blowing a trumpet and tell people, come and do this school. This class is the best. This is the best school ever.
You should take it. It will change your life immediately.
I am now able to teach other people how to bring the best of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, BSc.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to our clients for their testimonials on the Train the Trainer program. Our exponential and global growth is so significant that we've evolved from the British School of Etiquette to the British School of Excellence, where we're investors in people. Let us invest in you and your career. Contact us to become an etiquette coach. Go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. Start your career and elevate your success today. This program has been brought to you in part by Carson, etiquette and protocol expert, international award-winning author, television show host, and philanthropist. Thank you to Zayn, our official diamond sponsor for USA Global TV and Radio in partnership with E360 TV. Zayn is the author of the world's first tooth fairy ever, as well as many other children's books. She's also the television host of Elegance, Polished Demeanor, and Posh Living, seen on USA Global TV and Radio.
Hi, my name is Carson, and I'm the author of this book, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever.
Reading is magic. Studies have shown that reading to your children lays the foundation for greater success in life. Reading helps develop language and vocabulary skills. It helps improve memory, and it encourages curiosity and inspires creativity. The benefits are immeasurable, and as a parent, you'll benefit too. In only 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll be creating more memories and a bonding experience that will last for years to come. So take time to read to your children. Read them books about things that engage and interest them. Tales of fairies and magic fascinate children, and as everyone knows, the Tooth Fairy is at the top of the list. If your child loves magic, wands, adventure, and what child doesn't, you'll love reading them books from the trademarked series, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever. Follow along as Bella, the world's first tooth fairy, accidentally starts the tooth fairy tradition. Learn the tricks of being a professional tooth fairy in the book, Bella Starts a Tooth Fairy School. Your child's imagination will soar as you read the adventures of Bella and her magic wand. These wonderful books are available at worldsfirsttoothfairy.com. and at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.
To learn more about Zayn, contact her through her website, zayncarruth.com, ZANECARRUTH.com. Order Zayn's books and merchandise. Contact her about being a keynote speaker at your next event.